How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here, and today it's on. It's on. It definitely is, with the closing stages of season 4, which I don't want the season to end, but here we are. But yes, we're on episode 9 of season 4 for Orphan Black, the mitigation of competition. So, of course, Sarah and Cosima, they're heading to the island, of course, to, create a new embryo, thanks to the contribution of Sarah and Ira, of course, in the hopes to save, the leaders affected, of course, and knocking on death's door, especially Cosima, since she has been knocking on that door for quite some time now. But yes, this is the, light at the end of the tunnel after episode 6's, situation, of course. But, I'm really looking forward to this, of course. There was something I didn't really touch upon in the review last time out, and it's the worrying factor of, Rachel seeing the swan, especially the one beheaded. I didn't touch up upon that, and I do think that's some kind of, since we're on the subject of death, it's pleasant to discuss, isn't it? But, I'm not sure if that's some kind of foreshadowing or whatever, because we know that swans have been, it's been associated to the leaders for quite some time, and seeing it beheaded, not good. So, with that said, let's hope we can get somewhere close to, let's hope that this embryo thing does work first off, and then we can get to curing the leaders. So, with that said, Orphan Black episode 9, season 4, let's go. I guess, isn't it? It's that guy! What the shit is going on?
Scarcely believed it. Can't stay in Felix slacks. You must be Felix.
Felix looking absolute fine.
Thank you for coming, Felix.
I mean, he always does, but...
This is a bad idea.
But it's a tasty idea too. Ooh, I love this. Let's go. Helena! Oh my god, you've been sleeping. Oh, but this is because of Ali. Hey! I approve. The bow and arrow. I approve. This is arrow now.
Mom, slow down. Away from the window.
Helena's just like... Oh no. Oh dear.
Learned that 2 carriers recently fled the Brightborn maternity lab. Tabitha Stewart and Kendra Dupree.
You want to find them before Evie does.
Wasn't she the one that gave birth in episode 5?
What these girls know, I can destroy Evie. Right.
And
Susan Duncan can take her place at the head of Neolution again.
Yay! It's better than Evie.
I'm sorry. It came for you this morning.
Oh no.
Leave us alone or the whole video goes online.
Like I'm going to let that happen. They could ruin everything. Why haven't we done that?
We're working.
This thing is shit. I mean, this is what I was getting at in episode 5. They aren't consenting to this. That's actually heartbreaking, seeing the baby die. Oh my god.
I have jobs for each of you.
Oh, piss off. Leave the freaking video! Shut her shit down!
Merely fertilizing leader with castor.
Yeah, how hard can it be? This is 2 clones, isn't it? There we go.
We'll drop some plasma so we know the membrane is ruptured. We'll drop it back in the center.
This is...
We are on our way.
This is so surreal.
Stem cells. Thanks to Sarah and Ira's contributions. You alright?
This is nerving for her, though.
Trip up here yesterday took it out of me a little.
Cruises, what's going on?
In here.
Don't tell me they've
Looks like we
offed
have
her.
suicide.
So no signs of foul play?
Keep their covers safe.
Forensics is on the way. Though she checked in with a girl named Kendra, but now we can't find her.
Oh no.
Jesus.
It was orchestrated to look like a suicide.
You seen Marty Duca lately?
No way.
Guy blew his chef.
Think of a gun pun.
Nobody
Think of a gun
knows.
pun. Think of a gun pun.
I haven't seen him. Hope he's okay.
His location will blow you away. That was terrible!
Hello, Felix.
Oh,
Hey, Helena!
shit!
Hi! Adele, Helena, this is Adele. This is my half-sister.
Oh no.
Different mother, same father.
So, you must be Sarah's. Many questions for you.
Oh boy.
I'll start with where you got that hat. Have you named it yet?
Hey, don't rat! Oh my god!
God!
Can you use a different word?
Just call me a bad man.
Oh, you're a bad
I'm a
man.
bad man who
I-
runs himself.
No!
You're a...
I won't let you hurt my baby.
I was having a look to see if the baby had any, you know, effects.
We're not from Brightburn, but we don't want to hurt your kids. I don't believe you.
Listen very carefully. I'm a police officer, all right? I'm gonna reach into my pocket real slow and show you my ID. There you go.
I don't blame her, to be fair, like...
See, my brother here, he's got more secrets than a Freemason, and I'm getting real tired of sitting through all his bullshit.
You're gonna have to know about the quote.
Did you just step up to me, little triplet?
Go on,
James, whoa!
Oh!
No, you don't want to do that, all right? It's okay. You don't need to do any of that, all right? Beautifully unsullied by all this shit. And I'm not going to be the person that ruins that for you.
I'm gonna leave her...
Okay.
I'd say leave her in the dark, leave her in the black.
Genetics doesn't really make a family, does it?
Nope.
No.
Honesty and acceptance. That's what it's all about, hey?
This is my life. I'm really
I
sorry.
mean, I understand Felix doesn't want to embroil
Okay,
her into this
I'm
situation.
gonna leave you with your real family for a while.
And what pressure? It doesn't matter. She is alive. She's unique. She's happy. And hopefully we will cure her.
The
Can you
Kinneal
call-
cells are starting to strip off the egg.
That's excellent news.
I was gonna say,
Tomorrow
would it
we
be
should
more
have a
complicated to cure a clone of a clone?
No blackmailing her, Rachel.
Sarah, don't be naive. We have one chance at...
In the hard game, oof. Uh-oh. Just in case she...
Sarah won't act.
We need that contingency plan.
Alright.
Because she did say about that earlier. Oh boy. Shouldn't answer that! No!
Kendra Dupree.
Listen to me carefully.
This is a
I have an
contingency thing.
associate waiting for you in a car outside. I know Sarah is there. I also know
Your son, William, is with Kerry Monroe.
14 Emerson Drive, Pickering.
If you do as I say, he won't be hurt.
Rachel. Oh, Rachel. Oh. Poor Kendra's in a bit of a difficult spot.
You go get Kendra. I'll take care of these guys.
Whack him. Whack him. And Kendra's gone.
Kendra?
Ay, 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 ay. Contingency.
Stop! Kendra!
The good thing is, those creepy paramedics are not going to get to them, so...
This one is first generation. It's glitchy as hell.
Go away!
Messed up a lot of people.
Go away! And it's going to mess up her.
What Sarah got up to with Detective Duco. He disappeared tracking her.
Forgive my husband. Protect my children!
No! Go on, Helena! In the head! In the head! Did he drop it in? Oh my favourite!
You look like
Helena! Helena! Oh shit.
Hey, what the hell are you up to?
She ain't here.
Where's Kendra?
She's gonna use her as a bargaining tool.
Why euthanasia? Surely with Brightburn's resources, you
You're
could
recording
this?
And ready to upload it to every major news network.
Let them know
Oh my god, Rachel, you bloody beautiful.
If even one of these children were discovered, decades of science would have been shelved. At the end of the day, euthanizing severely deformed newborns was the most humane way forward.
Oh my god. But even the blind, even someone that could be assisted, I guess.
Oh, she did it.
Confession.
Here at Brightborn Technologies, severely deformed newborns were some of the big way forward. Today, we are pleased to announce federal approval of
Oh dearie. Oh dear. Oh, and she also linked the video of that operation as well. Oh, as well as her. Yes. Holy shit! You are done! Rachel! Rachel! I bloody love you. You cold bitch, you are brilliant.
It's the island. There were people there. Someone's trying to show me something, Ira.
And those beheaded things are comforting. I'm sorry, I just love what she did. She is just... Bamf? She's a Bamf. Wait. Delphine! Go girl! She's alive! She's alive! Woo! Delphine! Woo! Holy shit, love that. Love that so much. So Delphine's alive. Rachel just absolutely destroyed Evie. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see how the final episode does, pick up. Holy shit. So Delphine's back. See, I should have clicked on, once I, picked up heavily on the French music, of course. I think I did, I noticed the music was kind of French, and I was like, wait, so yeah. But when it first began, but then again, who's to know? But then again, you saw the blonde hair at the back as well, so you could have put two and two together, potentially. But hey, Delphine's back. And I'm wondering if she is in contact with, if she's the one that's giving Rachel those visions. Like, she's somehow intercepting, of course, her eye as a way to, I don't know, try and... like radio, like she's trying to, get into her eye and show her something, of course. I'm not so sure. Maybe it's in something to do with Susan, cause I'm sure as soon as she came up and, she, got introduced to that book, of course, by PT Westmoreland. That's when her glitches were supposed to happen, of course. So I'm wondering if, Susan, because Susan also said she was under a lot of pressure, of course, but I don't think she specified who. So she could have contacted, this other Neolution group, it seems, on the island, or Delphine, of course. And be like, we're ready, or something like that. I have a feeling that, Delphine is in charge of, making Rachel see these things, and it's some kind of, message, of course. So, and I'm wondering if that's in present day, because I did theorize, is this some kind of timey-wimey thing, or something like that? So, it seems like it's in present day. So that's really, really, interesting stuff to see, and we'll hopefully get that divulged in the next episode. I am just worried, though, that, something's gonna happen with Cosima, because, of course, we have the egg and the sperm thing, initialized, of course, but we haven't gotten round to the curing, and, I am a bit worried that Delphine's gonna make it back and be like, where's Cosima? And then it's gonna be like, so I'm a bit worried. Maybe more than season 2. Because we had that near death scare, and my heart was like, yeah, it was gonna give out. But hopefully it doesn't come to that, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But Delphine is definitely 100% back, even though she was stated to be, alive by Felix's comments in episode 7. We finally got a glance at her. She's healthy, she's ready, And I can't wait to see her, back into contribution to potentially season 5, I guess, if they're bringing her this late in the game. But yeah, I really loved that episode, of course, especially, Sarah having that idea, of course, using the 2 people that was under that Brightborn thing to have a chance to bring down Evie. But Rachel's idea was absolutely brilliant. Like, it was the best thing ever. Catch her monologuing, record her, and then, absolutely be the Bamf that, I loved. Like, just send it to everyone, as well as the operations. I don't, okay, so when they were euthanizing kids, I don't think that was, divulged into episode 5, because I'm sure I was thinking, they are performing these experiments of them, and, on the babies, of course, the embryos, and, they come out, deformed, of course. And I don't think, I think they were running it through the tests, but I don't think we got to the point where they were euthanizing it. I can't remember, but I don't think so as well, because it caught Sarah and Art by surprise when, they were shown the video, of course. So it just really, really adds to the sick nature of Brightborn, of course. And it's, even to, cause Kendra was worried that they would terminate her son who was blind. So it's really, really shitty stuff. But I just, really, really loved this chase for Kendra, because the other one died, of course, thanks to Evie, Neolution, their ways, of course, making it looking like a suicide, of course, so they can cover the tracks. So it was really, really crappy. But like I said, Rachel's methods in trying to bring down Evie it was so her as well. That's the thing. It was so her, and it was just incredible. I know I get, I don't know, with Rachel, he's but this one made me love the shit out of her. So it was just really, really great stuff to see. And the thing is, it all goes to Ira's comments, of course, when he was saying you don't understand what Rachel is doing. It's not like she's doing, she didn't contact Kendra, of course. She didn't launch her contingency plan as a way to try to make the situation worse. If anything, I thought her plan was better, so I really, really loved it, especially the confession, of course. I'm not sure if, Evie should have noticed that. Maybe she was under pressure because she was with this presentation anyways. But, surely she should have, suspected something might have been up when, Rachel gave her that, a reason to, negotiate with her, as she'd like to put it. But, like I said, I think she was under a bit of pressure, but still, it was freaking awesome, and I just loved it, of course. And, Evie getting brought down. Boom, bitch. So that's really, really awesome. But that's the thing, Rachel wants power, so give her that power. It was just a fantastic episode. Helena came back, woo, and in fantastic fashion, of course, killing that paramedic guy. What I do love, though, is that Ali, she was willing to die. That's the thing, though. The thing with these leaders are that they are so selfless. They are willing to die for a better tomorrow. So, nothing can, compromise, the current journey they're on. I mean, Cosima, she wanted to find answers so she could potentially help out the rest of the leaders, of course, back in episode 7, and Ali was not going to budge a word. She even prayed, so I was just worried, and I was thinking, maybe he did put it in her mouth or something, but thank God for Helena. I've just thought, that's another body as well that's dead in the house, so I have a feeling that the Hendrix's garage is going to become a cemetery quite soon. If this keeps up. But it was just really, really fantastic because Helena's my favourite character, my favourite leader, definitely. She is my favourite character, but she is just the best they're all great characters, the leaders, but, she's the one that does it for me. And just to see her back in action with this at the helm is just really, really good. This has suddenly turned into an Arrow talk. So let's talk about Oliver Queen. I'm kidding. no, it was just really, really fantastic to see Helena back, of course. Of course, we've seen her make do with her current situation. I just love the fact, though, like, she was carrying a deer, and then the kids were, like screaming about that. But it was just really, really great. As well as her describing her current situation, the twins are fighting like us, and it's like... But, yeah, Helena back with force, and I just loved it, and it was really, really great. And she came back for, you know, Ali and Donnie, which was really, really nice stuff, of course. Yeah, it was just fantastic overall, as well as Adele. We got that little bit of, you know, nervous moment. And I really like that about Felix as well. Like, he pushed her, he didn't push her away. He denied her that opportunity of entering Clone Club. He could have. I mean, I thought it was going to go that way, especially when Helena, you know, waltzed in. I was thinking, okay, you're going to have to, you know, spill the sea beans, I guess. But, you know, Felix wanted her to be pure from this whole thing. And it hurt him, but I think he did right, especially if they're trying to close this, you know, shitstorm that Neolution are doing. So, I do feel a bit for Felix though, especially with that genetics talk, which I do, you know, I do agree with Adele though, and like, genetics don't make a family. That's true. I mean, I've got a few genetics that I don't consider family, so here we are. And a few non-genetics, should I say, that I consider family. But that's the thing. I mean, he did what was best, because he doesn't need this to become more complicated by bringing another person. Like, this is the thing though, that, like, it's been a bit of a sticky situation with Adele and, you know, the clone she's gotten to meet, and her connections with Felix. So I don't know. I just feel it is best as well that Felix did, you know, turn her away, where, oop, I was gonna burp there, rather than, I don't know, I think it's the coffee, so keep me off that. But I love it, so don't take me away. Yeah, like I said though, it's the fact that, you know, Felix is trying to do her better than getting her embroiled in this situation. Like he said, you're unsullied from this situation, and that was the best way. So I really liked that, of course. And then Helena just threatening Adele, which I do like Adele. I have nothing against her, but come on, Helena. Whenever she's like threatening, it's like, go on, girl, go on. Yeah, it was a really, really great episode, of course. It was really horrific, you know, delving into Brightborn's terminations, of course, of the children. It was just really, really horrific. And I'm glad that Evie has finally been brought down, it seems, after Rachel's genius plan. It was just really, really great to see, you know, Sarah go through with her initial plan, of course, as well. I love the fact, though, that she, like, what's funny is when we first started Orphan Black, I always thought that Art was the hard, you know, cop, which he is. But I think when, you know, Sarah is in this situation, she is a harsher cop. She gives Art a run for his money because, it's basically no holds barred for her. So, it's just really, really eerie. But yeah, I really, you know, enjoyed that situation of Sarah tending to Kendra, of course, and Kendra coming out with everything about how she made a run from Brightborn after, you know, seeing the horrors of, what Brightborn were doing to the children that were, I guess, the children that had, deficits to them, through their own experimentations. It was really, really horrific, and she could not bear that with her child, of course, with the fact that he was blind. But it was just really, really horrific. But like I said, Rachel finally, you know, screwing them over. I mean, she still wants power. It wasn't just, you know, a little tease to, you know, try to get Evie shut down. She actually does want power, but she's not going to, you know, shake hands with Evie. It's best to get her screwed with what she's done. And lo and behold, it was just a genius plan. So I just really, really enjoyed that, of course. So yeah, that was a really, really fantastic episode. Great to see Delphine back, of course, and her potentially contributing to Rachel's eye situation, of course. I'm going to find out more about Susan, of course, and her predicament, of course, because we had that ethical debate with Charlotte involved. And of course, Susan thinking that, Susan saying that she's under a lot of pressure, but by whom? Rachel, I love her. I mean, she's been pretty ruthless, but that's her. She is a ruthless character, and she definitely is with what she did to Evie. I'm fiddling with this now. But that's her, and you just love her for taking down such a sick son of a bitch who deserves everything she gets. So it's just really, really awesome. But, there's got to be some ramifications coming out, especially the fact that Cosima isn't cured yet, and I'm just worried about what might happen to her since Evie's been brought down, and now that Delphine's back into the picture, and, you know, she isn't fully cured yet. I did state in my last reaction that I do fear for Ira and his impending seizures, because that could compromise the situation, but I do fear it might be too little too late. She might die, but there's still hope for the other, you know. Because there's been a lot of sacrifice stuff going on here in this season, so... Oh boy, I'm worried. There's been a lot... I mean, there has been a lot... This is the thing, though. This season, I feel, has posed a really, really great risk to the leaders, especially in episode 6. But not just that, though. Cosima was willing to die for the leaders. Ali was willing to die for the leaders. So I am absolutely shitting it right now, and I'm really, really worried about what might happen with some things left to, you know, discover, especially that Neolution group. It seems, given by Susan's comments, and the book, of course, and of course, what she's seeing, of course, with the eye situation. So. And the swan, which is looking a bit more grotesque. I've just swallowed something. Oh well, hope it wasn't a fly. No, it's just really, it would be really, really concerning if you're seeing those images of, you know, a dead swan, a beheaded swan, of course. Compared to when you initially saw it, it was majestic, of course, but things are getting a bit grim, of course. Not just the fact that she saw it, but she saw the aggression of the people. So, yeah, it's really, really concerning if I was Rachel, but Delphine's showing her something, and Rachel's realised something as well, so it's going to be very, very interesting to delve into that. But yes, that was it for this episode. It was really, really fantastic stuff, and I just can't wait to see what will happen in the final episode of Season 4. Wow, it's been an amazing Season 4. I mean, I'm not going to lie, this show I absolutely love to death. Like, I was very, very intrigued when I first started Orphan Black to see how it would be. And time over time, I've just grown to loving this show. It's absolutely been insane and been incredible, and I've just loved all the characters, the writing, everything about the show has just been incredible. And I'm glad that I gave this show a shot, because this is, I'm not gonna lie, it's creeping up there to be one of my favourites. Not the best. It's not gonna beat Doctor Who. Nothing's gonna beat Doctor Who. Even, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is my second best. And I don't think any superhero show will beat that, because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like this time last year, I was like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., praise it. And I'm like that with Orphan Black. I do feel like it's potentially in my top 5 shows of all time. But in my opinion, it's just been consistently good. Like, I haven't really had a bad word. Of course, I've had my little nitpicks, of course, but, no, I just come into, you know, wanting to enjoy these episodes, of course. And if there's something to nitpick, I will nitpick it. But, you know, I've just been so engrossed with the story, with everything, the acting. It's just been absolutely impressive stuff. And I've just been really, really enjoying this show so much. So I do, you know, when I do come to reacting like I have now, I get such a kick out of, you know, getting ready to react, because it's just such a progressive show, and I just absolutely love the show to bits and pieces. So it's just been a really, really amazing ride so far. And I say that because we've got 11 episodes left. I know, it's so eerie. Time flies. I mean, I've reacted to 39 episodes. Damn it, I wish it was April again. I said that with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I wish I could start again because this feeling of joy watching this show is just amazing. So, yeah, brilliant stuff. But yeah, until then, until the final episode, of course, or any of my other reactions, of course, because there's a couple of days difference, of course, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Meiji YouTube channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!